Good morning and welcome everyone to today's discussion on the impact of social media on individuals' self-esteem. In an age where social media platforms have become essential parts of our daily lives, it's crucial to examine how these digital landscapes shape our perception of ourselves and influence our sense of self-worth. Social media has undoubtedly revolutionized the way we connect, share, and express ourselves. However, alongside its multiple benefits, it also brought about significant challenges, particularly concerning our mental well being and self esteem. Before we begin, let's define our terms. How do we understand self esteem and its relationship to social media? Well, social media is a digital platform that allows users to upload and interact with others through content in the form of photos, videos, and text. Social media can also be a tool to form an identity and communicate. However, it can also cause social pressure, whereas self esteem is the perception that an individual has about himself or herself, including a sense of ability, inclination, and ability. Self esteem can be affected by external factors such as social media use and social media addiction, which can cause social anxiety and low self esteem. The relationship between self esteem and social media depends on the intensity of social media use. High use of social media can increase positive self perceptions, while low use can increase negative self perception. Well, now let's keep the discussion more focused and respectful. Let me introduce to our debaters who will be presenting their arguments and respond to opposing views. On the positive side is our debater number one, Mr. Saffuan, and debater two is Mr. Afiq. Whereas on the negative side will be debater one, Mr. Azim, and the debater two will be Miss Zaleha. Okay. Through this discussion, we aim to gain deeper understanding of the various dynamics at play, shedding light on the mechanisms through which social media shapes our self-esteem. By examining both the upsides and downsides, we can better equip ourselves to navigate this digital landscape mindfully and foster healthier relationships with social media. Now, let's hear our first debater, Mr. Safwan. What are your thoughts on the positive impacts of social media on self esteem?
Thank you, Mr. Melvin. Based on American Psychological Association research done in 2012, state that social media offer opportunity for individuals to connect with others, express themselves creatively, and find inspiration and support. This positive aspect can contribute to a sense of belonging, validation, and empowerment, ultimately boosting self-esteem. For example, research has shown that social support received through online communities can have a positive impact on individual self-esteem. In Malaysia, social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp have become essential part of daily life, connecting people across varied backgrounds and geographical location. According to a study by We Are Social Hotsuite written by Simon Cam year 2021, there are about half a billion new social media users. 1.3 billion of them spend using the internet. Trillions of dollars spent on e-business. There are now nearly 4.20 billion social media users around the world. In Malaysia, particularly, has a high social media penetration rate with over 80% of the population active on social media platform. As for my viewpoint, social media serve as a powerful tool for connection and support. It permits individuals to find like-minded people and build communities based on shared interests or experience. For example, online support groups for mental health provide a safe space for individuals to share their struggle and receive encouragement for others who understand. Platforms like Facebook and Reddit assist discussion on various topics, enabling users to seek advice, share experience, and other support to one another.
How does the commonness of social comparison on social media platforms contribute to feelings of insufficiency and low self-esteem among users? Mr. Azim, your viewpoint?
Thank you, Mr. Melvin. While on my point of view, I would not agree with Mr. Saffuan because a study conducted by Erin Vogel and her friends from University of Toledo year 2014 says that social media also present challenges that can undermine self-esteem. The commonness of social comparison, unrealistic beauty standards, cyberbullying, and validation-seeking behaviors can wear away individual confidence and self-worth. Studies have found that excessive social media use and engagement in social comparison and associated with lower self-esteem and higher levels of depressive symptoms. Well, in Malaysia, social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter have become integral parts of daily life, especially among the younger population. With the commonness of social comparison on this platform, individuals often find themselves comparing their life achievement and appearance to those of others. This constant comparison can lead to feeling of insufficiency and low self-esteem. Research conducted by Gerald Wan Gango from Multimedia University Malacca 2011 has shown that in Malaysia, frequent social media use associated with increased social comparison and decreased self-esteem among young adults. Additionally, another study also found that Malaysian university students reported feelings of envy and lower quality when comparing themselves to their peers on social media. So, in my point of view, I would say that the culture of social comparison on Malaysian social media platforms can worsen existing insecurities and contribute to a negative cycle of a self-doubt. And as individuals see selected version of others' life online, they may feel pressure to live up on unrealistic standards, leading to decreased self-esteem. Moreover, the fear of missing out is seen critical by constant exposure to social events, gatherings, and experience triggering feelings of loneliness and exclusion.
Fascinating points indeed. Well, Mr. Saffuan, in what ways does social media empower individuals to express themselves creatively, and how does the positive feedback received enhance their sense of self-worth and confidence?
Social media serve as a virtual space where individuals with shared interests, background, or experience can come together to form communities and support networks. These online communities offer a sense of belonging and acceptance, providing individuals with a platform to connect, share resources, and offer encouragement. In Malaysia, social media platforms empower individuals to express themselves creatively, thereby enhancing their sense of self-worth and confidence. Malaysia use platforms like Instagram and YouTube, and more recently, to showcase their talents, share their thoughts, and express their identities in unique way. This creative self-expression fosters a sense of belonging, contributing to positive self-esteem among Malaysian users. Furthermore, positive feedback and validation received from peers and followers on social media can boost individual confidence in their creative effort and receive affirmation from their peers.
True indeed. Now, on the other side of the cup, Mr. Azim, tell us in what ways do the continuation of unrealistic beauty, success, and happiness standards on social media platforms negatively affect individuals' perceptions of themselves and their self-esteem?
Well, the constant display of perfect looks, achievement, and happiness on social media makes people feel bad about themselves. They see this flawless image and stories and think they have to be just as perfect, but it's not real. People start to feel like they are not good enough compared to these fake representations. It's like everyone competing to be the best and it's possible to keep up. This can really mess with how people see themselves and make themselves less confident. Seeing this perfect image can make people in Malaysia feel like they are not good enough. Research by Chua and Chang, year 2016, about computers in human behavior in Malaysia found that looking at this idealized image on social media makes young adults feel bad about their bodies and themselves. Moreover, Malaysian society places a significant emphasis on appearance and success, further amplifying the impact of unrealistic standards portrayed on social media. People might feel like they have to change themselves to fit in with this standard, even if it means not being true to who they really are.
Thank you for sharing those insights. Now, let's return to the positive aspects. Mr. Afiq, how can exposure to others' achievement and pursuits on social media inspire and motivate individuals to pursue their own goals, thereby enhancing their self-esteem?
Well, thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Melvin.
You're welcome.
Okay, as in the aspect in inspiration and motivation, I would like say that seeing that others achieve on social media can make people feel like they can achieve their own goals too, which can boost their confidence. Social media lets people peek into the life of others and see what they achieve. When Malaysians see their friends and people they look up to do well and overcoming challenge on social media, it can make them feel hopeful and motivated. By research in 2015 by Jasmine, found that looking at positive stuff on social media can make people feel more motivated and better about themselves. And furthermore, influencers and leaders often use social media to share uplifting message and story of success. This helps their followers believe in themselves and see what there are many ways to succeed and bounce back from hard times. Overall, social media in Malaysia can help people feel better about themselves and grow personally by showing them what's possible. This can fuel their motivation to see ambitions, goals, and work towards achieving them, leading to a sense and accomplishments and boosted self-esteem as they make progress. And overall, I will say that social media can be a positive influence, motivating us to be our best self and feel good about who we are.
I see. Well, how about you, Miss Zaleha? What do you think about the exposure to others' achievements and pursuits on social media?
Well, too bad. I strongly disagree with statement given by Mr. Afiq.
Oh my.
Come
As
on.
for my point of view, seeing what others achieve on social media can sometimes make us feel bad about ourselves. When we see friends or famous people doing great things, we might feel like we're not doing enough. It can make us feel envy. Also, on social media, people usually only show the good stuff, hiding their struggle. This can make us feel like everyone else has perfect lives than us. Trying to keep up with others can make us stressed and anxious, always waiting to be as good as them. Sometimes spending too much time on social media can make us feel worse about ourselves and less confident. This feeling can sometimes lead to cyberbullying, where people say mean things to others online. It's important to remember that not everything we see on social media is real, and we shouldn't compare ourselves to others too much.
On that aspect, what role does cyberbullying play in decreasing individuals' self-esteem, and how can social media platforms address this issue to create a safer online environment, Ms. Zaleha?
Well, for me, cyberbullying plays a significant role in decreasing individual self-esteem in Malaysia, particularly among teens and young adults who are active users on social media platforms. Cyberbullying encompasses various forms of online harassment, including negative comments, rumors, and threats, which can be harmful effect on victim mental health and self-esteem. Addressing cyberbullying requires proactive intervention by social media platforms. Well, unfortunately, existing reporting system may be inadequate or underutilized, leaving victims feeling powerless and unheard. Wrongdoer may exploit loophole in platform policies or everyday detection altogether, continuing the cycle of abuse. Consequently, victim may feel abandoned by platform and betrayed. Educational effort to combat cyberbullying often fall short in addressing its widespread negative impact. While awareness campaign and resources may exist, but there may lack of sufficient reach of engagement to effectively shift attitude and behaviors. As a result, victims may hesitate to seek help and support, fearing judgment and dismissal from their peers and communities. Only through concrete effort can a social media platform create a safer online environment where individuals' self-esteem is protected and upheld.
Fascinating points indeed. Now, let's explore the other positive aspects that need to be focused in social media impacts on self-esteem. Come back to you, Mr. Afiq. What will be the role do social media communities play in fostering a sense of companionship, acceptance, and validation, ultimately contributing to individuals' positive self-esteem?
Before I continue with the answer for the question raised, kindly please allow me, Mr. Melvin,
Okay,
to
sure.
address my opinion on cyberbullying.
Okay.
Okay, cyberbullying, while harmful, it also causes a positive response from social media platform by implementing strong reporting system and quickly addressing cases of cyberbullying. Platform can create a safer online environment where individuals feel protected and supported. Instead, there are many educational initiatives and campaigns be found through social media that can empower users to recognize and combat cyberbullying effectively, fostering a culture of respect and empathy online. Through this protective measure, social media platform can transform cyberbullying, encourages to opportunity for personal growth, resilience, and community building, ultimately fostering a more positive and inclusive online space. Coming back to the question asked by Mr. Melvin, I would say in Malaysia, social media communities serve as virtual space where individuals can find belonging, acceptance, and validation. Online platforms such as Facebook groups and specialized forums enable Malaysians to connect with others who share similar interests, hobbies, or experience. Within these communities, individuals can freely express themselves without fear or judgment, seeking advice, share personal stories, or discuss common interests. Research conduct in Malaysia has highlighted the positive impact of belonging of support online communities on individuals' self-esteem and well-being. Being part of such communities provide a sense of social support and validation, which contributes or enhance feeling of self-worth and happiness.
Well, Afiq, sorry to interrupt. I personally feel that while belonging to supportive online communities can initially provide individuals with sense of social support and validation, it can also accidentally lead to negative consequences for their self-esteem and well-being. You see, over time, individuals may become overly reliant on the online communities for validation and approval, which can decrease their ability to develop genuine self-confidence and toughness in the face of adversity. Additionally, the curated nature of online interaction may create unrealistic expectation and comparison, leading to individuals to feel not enough or insecure about their own lives. Thus, while online community can offer support and validation, they are too much dependent. Ultimately, undermine individual self-esteem as well-being.
Thank you for highlighting those concerns, Mr. Zaleha. I was about to tell that to Mr. Afiq just now. Well, could you, Mr. Afiq, elaborate on how this sense of belonging contributes to positive feelings on self-worth and happiness?
Absolutely, Mr. Melvin. Belonging to supportive online communities can indeed have a positive impact of individual self-esteem and well-being. These communities offer a sense of social support and validation, which contributes an enhanced feeling of self-worth and happiness. However, it's important to acknowledge the individual's dependence on this community should be balanced. While they provide valuable support, individuals should also cultivate self-confidence and toughness offline. Moreover, the diverse nature of social media communities in Malaysia allows individuals to explore different aspects of their identity and connect with people from various backgrounds in a positive manner. Through this interaction, individual can broaden their viewpoints, gain new insight, and develop empathy towards others, ultimately contributing to personal growth and a greater sense of belonging within the community. In short, by participating in collective movement and advocating for change, individuals experience a sense of empowerment and purpose, which positively impact their self-esteem and overall well-being.
Final but not least, in your opinion, Ms. Zaleha, how does the constant need for validation and approval through likes, comments, and followers on social media impact individuals' self-esteem and confidence?
Thank you, Mr. Melvin. Well, in Malaysia, the constant need for validation and approval to likes, comments, and followers on social media can significantly impact individual genuine self-esteem and confidence. Malaysian social media users, particularly younger generation, often compare social media validation with self-worth, leading to a dependence on external feedback for validation. This can lead to feeling of insecure and low esteem because of their confidence is tied to how many likes or followers they have. It's like their happiness become linked to getting attention to online, and if they don't get enough, they might feel unworthy or not good enough. This constant need for validation can also make it harder for them to feel confident in themselves without relying on other approval.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ms. Zaleha. In my way of looking at it, I would say that when people receive like, comment, and followers, it can make them feel appreciated and valuable by others. This positive reinforcement can boost their self-esteem and increase a sense of belonging with their online community. Moreover, achieving recognition and praise for their post or accomplishment can validate their effort and talents, fostering a sense accomplishment and confidence. Additionally, social media platforms provide opportunity for individuals to showcase their creativity, share their passion, and connect with like-minded individuals, which can contribute to their overall well-being and self-assurance. Therefore, while seeking validation on social media may have its drawbacks, it can also serve as a source and encouragement and empowerment, ultimately and change individual self-esteem and confidence.
Thank you for shedding light on the positive aspects of seeking validation on social media, Mr. Afiq. While it's clear that receiving likes and comments can boost individuals' self-esteem, let's consider the potential downsides. Sorry again, Ms. Zaleha. How might the constant pursuit of validation and social media lead to a distorted perception of self-worth?
Well, the constant pursuit of validation on social media can indeed twist individual view of self-worth. When people rely heavily on likes, comments, and followers on validation, they may equate their value worth with their online popularity. This can create a superficial understanding of self-esteem, where individuals base their confidence on external factors rather than natural qualities or personal achievement. Moreover, the persistent comparison with other selected online person as can be worsened feeling of insufficiency and unworthiness, further twisting individual perception on their true value. This validation-seeking behavior can result a twisted perception on self-worth, as individuals may prioritize the quantity of likes and followers over genuine connection and meaningful interaction. My statement on this supported by research conducted in Malaysia recently on January 2024 by Serena Yusof from Sultan Educational University or UPSI has shown that exercise on social media used for validation seeking purposes associated with decreased self-esteem and psychology well-being among adolescent and young adults. This can make their self-esteem shaky because it depends on what others may think of them online. And also, social media makes it easy to compare yourself to others, and seeing everyone else seemingly perfect life can make you feel like you're not good enough. So, therefore, always seeking validation online can make people feel insecure and unworthy, and it's not good for their confidence.
Excellent points indeed. Thank you for your valuable opinions, Ms. Zaleha, Mr. Saffuan, Mr. Afiq, and Mr. Azim.
Thank you.
I think we have come to the end of our discussion today on social media impact of self-esteem. So as we conclude our discussion today, it is clear that social media has both positive and negative impacts on self-esteem. While it offers opportunities for connections, inspiration, and community support, it also presents challenges such as social comparison, unrealistic standards, and cyberbullying. The impact of social media on self-esteem is multifaceted, issue with both positive and negative dimensions as we have discussed earlier. While social media platforms provide avenues for connection, inspiration, and community support, they also pose significant challenges such as social comparison, unrealistic standards, and cyberbullying. It's essential to recognize that individuals' experience with social media vary greatly, and the effects on self-esteem can be influenced by various factors, including age, personality, and cultural context. Moving forward, fostering digital literacy and promoting healthier online behaviors are crucial steps towards mitigating the negative impacts of social media on self-esteem. Additionally, cultivating a culture of empathy, authenticity, and inclusivity within online communities can contribute to a more positive and empowering social media environment. By addressing these complexities and striving for a balanced approach to social media usage, we can harness its potential to uplift and empower individuals while safeguarding their well-being and self-esteem in the digital age. As for the end, allow me to end with a simple poem in reflection to our discussion. In the world of phones and screens so bright, where we share our days and nights, there's good and bad, we must agree, in how it makes us feel, you see. Sometimes it lifts us up, makes us cheer, but the other times it brings us tear. Let's be kind, both you and me, and spread some joy for all to see. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.